Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I'm having another go in my Snotter Book. Getting back into this again now after a few days away. Today I'm going to have a go at this one. And this one is, I've got a fairly clear idea in my head of how I want it to end up, but that usually means it's going to end up completely different. My plan is to use collage today and to create a kind of stormy sky and sea scene, possibly with a boat in there somewhere, or fishes or seagulls or something, but we'll see how that goes. So this is pages 8 and 9. This is not a book, this is a nature emulator. Take a break anywhere you are, add some imagery to this scene. So I'm going to use these pages I pulled out of a National Trust magazine during a previous session, and I think that's quite a nice kind of, it's blue but it's greyish blue, and there's lots of grey, greens and blues and rocky colours in there. A little bit on there, a little bit there. I'm going to cut them into rough shapes like this and just glue them and overlap them. So first thing I'm going to do is cut a whole load of these kind of choppy shapes, and there will be words and things. I'm not going to worry about that. It won't even be, they won't even show. And some of them I might tear. Let's just do a few torn ones. That will give me the effect of the sort of choppy tops of the waves. I'll just keep a bit of that. Right, so I've got a whole pile here of torn up little bits. I kept this one bit whole with these rocks and things. I thought it might just be a good starting point, although it might end up getting all covered up anyway. I might work in some of these brighter turquoise colours, because although it's a stormy sea, there might still be some patches of colour in it. And some of these colours are really kind of almost brown and green and dark, you know, but when you really look at the sea, you do get all these surprising colours in there. Okay, now here's where I make the decision about the horizon line. Let's kind of go here, and we'll see. It will find its way. So I need to remember that that's called, this is a nature emulator. I bet I'll forget. And then I'm just going to start layering up. So this is a matte gel, matte medium. You could use Mod Podge, just PVA. Probably will want to go back in over this with my coloured pencils, in which case I will have to give it a coat of transparent gesso to enable that, because the pencils won't want to work over this. So I'm starting from where I've decided the horizon line is going to be and working backwards. hasn't come out exactly like I had in my head, but I think I've ended up with a much angrier and more interesting looking sea. So what I want to do now is give the whole thing a coat of transparent gesso, I think, so I can go in with possibly pastels, possibly coloured pencils, possibly both, and add a stormy sky and an indication of some birds being buffeted about in the winds. I thought about a boat, but I've changed my mind. I like how some of the little words have come through, and there's odd little words like nature, helping, outside. Just, you know, odd words in there have come through because they were from a National Trust book, I guess. And it's sort of mixing in with the words that you can still see from the book, like take a break. Okay, now a coat of transparent gesso. And that will just protect what's underneath and give me a nice matte finish and a bit of a tooth, which will take pencils or pastels or whatever really well. A little bit damp down that crease, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, tidy up. Next bit is to add a bit more colour and depth to the sky. So I'm going to use my pan pastels initially for that. And I want a few kind of white clouds, so I need to think about where those are going to be before, because I won't be able to lay the white over the top. So I'm just going to randomly decide where a few clouds are going to be. Some clouds have a kind of a tinge of yellow to them, don't they? And that's what I want with this, I think. That's maybe the wrong yellow. Now I want some hint of blue, even though it's going to be mainly stormy sky. And now I'm going in with some grey. Still trying to leave those cloudy areas a bit. Right, I think that's all I want to do for that. Really, all I've done is enhance the image that was already there in the book and just make it a bit more interesting and give it a bit more depth. I'm going to write the page numbers back in, but I need to work out what they were. 7, so this must have been 8 and 9. What was the prompt? This is a Nature Emulator. Now where am I going to put it? Well, I don't want to cover up any part of my little picture now, my little scene. Let's give it a quick spray of fixative while I think about it. I'm just using a spray fixative. I have got my window open. So I will write my title back in in a minute and take a picture of this and put it at the end. I think I will probably end up writing it here because there is that sort of darker patch there, so I'll use some white Posca pen. Okay, so pages 8 and 9. This is not a book, this is a nature emulator. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.